Embark on a captivating journey through the life of Jay North, a name that resonated powerfully in American households during the 1960s thanks to his iconic portrayal of the mischievous yet lovable Dennis Mitchell in the unforgettable television comedy, Dennis the Menace. But Jay's story extends far beyond his emblematic childhood role. It is a tale of growing up under the relentless glare of early fame, of the inherent challenges in transitioning from child star to adult, and of an eventual search for peace and purpose away from the Hollywood spotlight. From his early years, Jay demonstrated a natural charisma and a photogenic quality that did not go unnoticed. Born on August 3, 1951, in Los Angeles, California, Jay began his acting career at a surprisingly young age, propelled by a mother who saw in her son a bright potential for the world of entertainment. His early forays into television included appearances on popular shows such as The George Gobel Show and 77 Sunset Strip, sowing the seeds of what would become a meteoric rise to fame. However, it was in 1959 that Jay's life took a pivotal turn when he was selected from hundreds of young aspirants to embody none other than Dennis Mitchell, the precocious and well-intentioned boy who, with his antics, tested the patience of his neighbor, the endearing and curmudgeonly Mr. Wilson. The choice of Jay for the role of Dennis was no accident. Despite his young age, he possessed an innate ability for physical comedy and a surprising capacity for memorizing lengthy dialogues. His overflowing energy and mischievous smile perfectly captured the essence of the character created by cartoonist Hank Ketchum, instantly making him a favorite of audiences of all ages. During the 4 seasons of Dennis the Menace, 1959 to 1963, Jay became a cultural phenomenon. His face adorned magazine covers, his voice was heard on vinyl records, and his image was featured on a myriad of merchandise, from comic books and board games to Halloween costumes. The series not only catapulted Jay to fame but also solidified his place in television history as one of the most recognizable and beloved child actors of his generation. Interestingly, despite the jovial and mischievous image he projected on screen, Jay's life behind the scenes was considerably different. The intense filming schedule, the long working hours, and the constant pressure of being a public figure at such a young age inevitably had an impact on his childhood. While he enjoyed many aspects of his work, such as the camaraderie with his fellow cast members, including the unforgettable Joseph Kearns, the first Mr. Wilson, and Gail Gordon, the second Mr. Wilson, and the excitement of bringing such a beloved character to life, he also experienced the demands and limitations inherent in child stardom. One of the lesser-known aspects of the Dennis the Menace era was the intense tutoring Jay received on set. Due to child labor laws of the time, a tutor was required to be present during filming to ensure that Jay met his study hours. However, this situation often created tension and limited his natural interaction with other children his age. Moreover, the constant attention from the media and fans made it difficult for Jay to lead a normal life off-set. Going to school, playing with friends, or simply enjoying everyday activities became logistical and emotional challenges. Despite these challenges, Jay demonstrated remarkable professionalism and dedication to his work. His ability to deliver compelling performances week after week, despite the pressures and long hours, is a testament to his talent and commitment. The on-screen chemistry between Jay and his co-stars, especially with Joseph Kearns and Gail Gordon, was palpable and contributed greatly to the enduring success of the series. The comedic and often heartwarming interactions between Dennis and Mr. Wilson became the heart of the show, generating laughter and resonating with audiences for their portrayal of an unlikely yet endearing friendship. Following the cancellation of Dennis the Menace in 1963, Jay faced the common challenge for many child actors, the transition to teenage and adult roles. While he continued to work in television, appearing on shows such as The Donna Reed Show and Wagon Train, and also ventured into film with movies like Zebra in the Kitchen, 1965, and Maya, 1966, he struggled to escape the shadow of his iconic childhood character. Audiences, who had come to know and love him as Little Dennis, often found it difficult to see him in more mature roles. An interesting curiosity from this period is that Jay was considered for the role of Henry Aldrich in a new television adaptation of the popular radio character. However, The project never came to fruition, which might have represented an opportunity for Jay to reinvent himself in a different comedic role. Instead, he found himself somewhat trapped in an acting limbo, grappling with public expectations and the limitations of his child star image. In the late 1960s, Jay made a bold decision that would mark a turning point in his life. Instead of actively pursuing an acting career in Hollywood, he chose to enlist in the United States Marine Corps. This decision, made during the height of the Vietnam War, reflected a desire to find a sense of purpose and discipline outside of the world of entertainment. Military service provided him with a completely different experience, exposing him to new perspectives and challenges that helped him grow and mature away from the constant public scrutiny. During his time in the Marines, Jay served with distinction and acquired valuable skills that would serve him well in his later life. This experience allowed him to distance himself from his child star image and build a new identity based on his own achievements and personal experiences. His decision to enlist was seen by many as an act of courage and an attempt to normalize his life after years of intense fame. Upon completing his military service, Jay returned to California and faced the challenge of rebuilding his life. While he made some sporadic appearances on television, including a role in the television movie Scout's Honor, 1980, his primary focus had shifted to other interests. He worked in various fields, including sales and real estate, seeking a stability and privacy that child stardom had denied him. In retrospect, Jay North's experience as a child actor offers a fascinating and sometimes sobering look at the challenges and complexities of early fame. While he enjoyed the benefits and opportunities that his success on Menace the Menace afforded him, he also had to contend with the pressures, expectations, and limitations inherent in being a public figure at such a vulnerable age. His decision to step away from the limelight and seek a more quiet and private life is understandable and reflects a desire to find a balance and authenticity that are often difficult to achieve in the world of entertainment. One of the most poignant curiosities about Jay's later life is his honesty in speaking about the negative aspects of his child acting experience. In interviews and public appearances, he has openly shared the emotional and psychological challenges he faced, including the feeling of a loss of control over his own life and the difficulty of maintaining normal relationships outside of the Hollywood environment. His willingness to speak about these experiences has resonated with other former child actors and has contributed to a greater awareness of the issues that can arise from early fame. As he moved through adulthood, Jay found solace and purpose in his personal life. He married and raised a family, prioritizing their well-being and privacy. While the shadow of Dennis Mitchell would always accompany him, he learned to accept his legacy and to appreciate the positive impact that his character had on so many people. In recent years, Jay has made some nostalgic appearances at fan conventions and retro television shows, where he has been greeted with warmth and enthusiasm by audiences who still remember his iconic portrayal. These appearances have provided him with an opportunity to reconnect with his past and to share anecdotes and memories from his time on Menace the Menace. He has expressed his gratitude for the support and affection he has received over the years and has shown a reflective perspective on his life and career. An interesting fact that often surprises fans is that Jay maintained a lasting friendship with some of his Menace the Menace co-stars, including Jeannie Russell, who played Margaret Wade. These relationships, forged during the intense years of filming the series, demonstrate the special bonds that were created among the cast and the enduring nature of those shared experiences. Jay North's story is ultimately a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the capacity to find peace and purpose even after such an extraordinary experience as childhood fame. His life trajectory, from being a child prodigy at the pinnacle of television to becoming a thoughtful adult focused on his personal life, offers a valuable perspective on the challenges and rewards of life under the relentless public scrutiny. While he will always be remembered for his unforgettable portrayal of Dennis Mitchell, the true story of Jay North is that of a man who navigated the turbulent waters of early fame and emerged with a deeper understanding of himself and the world around him. His legacy endures not only through the endearing images of Menace the Menace, but also through his honesty, his resilience, and his pursuit of a meaningful life beyond the Hollywood spotlight.